Leda ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Shall we start?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. Very good afternoon to everyone. Myself, Ashraf AP, Principal of Salahuddin Ayubi English School, Parakulam, Palakkad District. I'm the member of Executive Committee of Confederation of Kerala Sahodaya Complexes and the member of Academic Wing. So I'm hosting this program. This is the program for secondary Hindi teachers. So first of all, let me explain some instructions to all the participants. Please, you can see the instructions in your screen. I think you already joined most of them. Actually, waiting for 95 participants. This one, join on time and actively participate throughout the session. That is the first point. Refrain from engaging in any other activities while in session. Then it will be better to turn on your videos. Then for the RP, it will be more better. Then unmute only when you are speaking to the group. Otherwise, you please keep in mute. Okay. Use chat boxes to express your views or ask questions. And use hands raised given on the screen to talk to us. I mean, to the RP. Attendance come feedback form should be filled as and when shared. We will share attendance form. So please listen when you are filling the form. So you should write. You should spell in correct way. Otherwise, your e-certificate will be on that manner. So please be careful when you are filling the attendance form. Attendance come feedback form. Then e-certificate once issued against the submitted data will not be revised on request. So please be careful when you are filling, the Google form, attendance form. Okay, prepare a presentation based on this session after this session, and so you can share this with your colleagues. Okay, then implement the new ideas collected from our session for the benefit of all. Okay, then let me introduce our today's RP. On behalf of Confederation, I would like to extend a warm welcome to Mrs. Leda E.T., MA Hindi, MA Translation Studies, MPhil Hindi, B.Ed, Postgraduate Diploma in Translation, Administrative Drafting and Reporting Hindi. She is the PGT of Chinmaya Vidyalaya Thrissur. I think her experience is 30 years experience as a Hindi teacher, and also she's head of exam in AICC Hindi for the past 5 years, and also SSCT, I mean Thrissur Sahodaya Resource Person Hindi for the past 5 years. So on behalf of Confederation of Kerala Sahodaya Complexes, I would like to welcome Mrs. Leda ma'am to this program and all other participants, those who are joined with us for this program. I extend warm welcome to you all. Let me invite Preeti, Mrs. Preeti, the teacher of Salahuddin Ayubi English School, for the prayer. Preeti ma'am, please.
ഈശ്വര പ്രാർത്ഥന. ദൈവമേ സച്ചിദാനന്ദ, ദൈവമേ ഭക്തവത്സല, ദൈവമേ നിൻ കൃപാകരം ഞങ്ങളിൽ ചൊരിയണമേ, ഞങ്ങളിൽ ചൊരിയണമേ. ബുദ്ധിയും ദൈവഭക്തിയുമുള്ള മക്കളായി വളരുവാൻ വിജ്ഞാനത്തിൻ പ്രദീപമേ നല്ല ബുദ്ധി ഞങ്ങൾക്കരുളണേ, ബുദ്ധി ഞങ്ങൾക്കരുളണേ. പുലരുമ്പോൾ മുതൽ ഞങ്ങൾ കാണുന്നു എങ്ങും നിൻ കാലവൈഭവം, ഇരുളുമ്പോൾ പോലും തേജോഗോളങ്ങൾ നിൻ വീരൽ തുമ്പിൽ തിരിയുന്നു, നിൻ വീരൽ തുമ്പിൽ തിരിയുന്നു. ദൈവമേ സച്ചിദാനന്ദ, ദൈവമേ ഭക്തവത്സല, ദൈവമേ നിൻ കൃപാകരം ഞങ്ങളിൽ ചൊരിയണമേ, ഞങ്ങളിൽ ചൊരിയണമേ. താങ്ക് യു സർ.
Thank you, Preeti. And I would like to invite Mrs. Leda Unikeshan to handle the session. Over to you, ma'am, please.
Thank you, sir. And I take this opportunity to thank the Federation, Confederation of Sahodaya, Kerala Sahodaya Complex, Confederation of Kerala Sahodaya Complex, for giving me an opportunity to interact with a wonderful group of teachers in Kerala. Thank you. Thank you so much. Now I welcome all my teacher friends to this session. Shall I start the presentation now? Is it clear, sir? Am I audible?
Yeah, clear, ma'am. Clear, ma'am. It's very clear.
Okay.
You can start the presentation.
Okay. So every training program will be having some learning outcome, meaning after attending the program, after attending this training, all the teachers will be acquiring something new. So today's learning outcome of this program is, it's already defined. Our learning outcome is to learn the changes in the syllabus. There are some changes in the syllabus this year, so we will discuss. I know all of you know the changes brought this year. You all are aware of that. Still, we will discuss the changes in the syllabus and changes in the assessment pattern and the question paper. This year, as you know, there are two terms. Term 1, 50% of the syllabus, and term 2, 50% of the syllabus. And the question paper is also entirely different from what we had last year. So that will be the second point. And the third point is how to prepare an MCQ paper, multiple choice question paper, how to prepare a question paper. Since we are going to give a model exam to the children, we should be, as teachers, we should be aware of how to make a question paper. That will be discussed. And the last point is to learn the changes in the internal assessment. Last year, our internal assessment was Art Integrated Project. So this year it is changed, and we have gone back to the original PT1, PTMA portfolio and SCA. We have gone back to that system. So there is a change. As far as Hindi is concerned, there is a change in the internal assessment process. So these are the 4 points which we are going to discuss today. Okay? Now, there are two academic sessions, term 1 and term 2, that everybody knows. Now, term 1, 50% of the rationalized syllabus is included in term 1. There will be a board examination in the month of November, December. So the question paper will be set by the board. And the pattern of questions are MCQ, multiple choice questions. Only MCQs will be there in the first term examination. And the marks are 40. Time allotted is 90 minutes. This 40 marks, and along with that, we have 10 marks for internal assessment. That is the pattern in term 1. Now, coming to term 2, 50% of the rationalized syllabus as in term 1. All the lessons which were included in term 1 will not be there in term 2. Then board exam will be in the month of March, April, and the pattern of questions are completely descriptive. Term 1, no descriptive questions are there, only MCQs are there, and in term 2, all questions will be descriptive. And the marks the same as in term 1. Term 1, 40 marks. Term 2, 40 marks for the board exam. Term 2 duration is 2 hours. And internal assessment, 10 marks. So in both terms, we have 10 marks internal assessment. Is there any doubt in that? Is it clear? Okay. Okay. Now, the portions for term 1. Term 1, total, as I told you, 50 marks. 40 marks for the board exam and 10 marks for the internal assessment. Now, how is this 40 marks divided? We have the first question is अपठित गद्यांश. अपठित गद्यांश में 4 passages, 4 अपठित गद्यांश दिए होंगे और question 1, 2 passages will be there and out of that the child has to choose 1. Second question, 2 passages will be there. Out of that the child has to select 1. Both passages carry 5 marks, meaning 5 multiple questions will be there based on each passage. So the child has to attempt 2 passages. 5 plus 5, 10 marks. And Vyakaran, second section is Vyakaran, 16 marks. I'll explain it in detail. 16 marks for grammar and Sparsh, 14 marks for the textual questions and 10 marks for Antarik Mulyankan, internal assessment. This is how term 150 marks are divided. Now, I told you the first question is अपठित गद्यांश. अपठित गद्यांश में 4 अपठित गद्यांश दिए होंगे. उसमें से 2 करना है, दोनों में आंतरिक विकल्प होगा. गद्यांश 1, when you set the question paper, be very careful. The passage will be, the given passage will be maximum 200 to 250 words. When you give a model exam, don't give a big long passage to the children. The passage, it contains only 200 to 250 words. Remember that. And every out of the first 2 passages, the child has to choose 1. And 1 into 5, 5 marks. And the second question also carries 5 marks. So, अपठित गद्यांश, total marks 10. That is question number 1, 10 marks. Now coming to Vyakaran. Yes. Any doubt? Okay. Now coming to grammar, the second part is grammar. Grammar, we have 16 marks. The first is Padabandh, 5 में से 4 लिखना है. 5 questions will be given and the child has to attempt 4 questions and each question carry 1 mark each. So Padabandh, 4 marks. Second, वाक्य. रचना के आधार पर वाक्य के रूपांतरण, सरल, संयुक्त और मिश्र वाक्य. उसमें भी 5 questions दिया होगा और उसमें से 4 करना है. Now the third is समास. 5 में से 4 लिखना है. Here, some teachers may be having a doubt. According to our curriculum, 5 में से 4 लिखना है. 5 questions will be given and the child has to attempt 4 questions. That is as per the curriculum. But if you look into the sample paper given by the CBSE, there you can see 6 questions are given and the child has to attempt 4 questions. So that there is a difference in the curriculum and the sample paper. So some teachers will be having a doubt on that. Anyhow, the child has to attempt 4. That is definite. Now the next is Muhavare. Here also, as per the curriculum, it is sabhi anivarya hai. 4 questions will be given. Only 4 questions will be given, and the child has to attempt all the 4 questions in Muhavara. That is as per the curriculum. But in the sample paper, 5 questions are given and the child is asked to do 4 questions. So in Samas and Muhavara, there is a difference in the curriculum and in the sample paper. My suggestion to the teachers is, we can follow the curriculum. If the Samas, you give 5 questions to the children and ask them to write 4. In the board exam, if they are getting 6 questions, it's okay. And similarly, Muhavire, you give only 4 questions and ask the children to attempt all the 4 questions. And in the board exam, if the children are getting one more choice, it's good for them. So when we give a practice, it's better you follow the curriculum. Okay? So some teachers will be having a doubt, व्याकरण में 29 questions देना है या 21 questions देना है या 19 questions देना है. Most of you may be having that doubt. So this is the reason for that. Okay. Is it clear now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Now, coming to the textbook, Sparsh, ये पद्यांश पर 4 बहुविकल्पी प्रश्न. So the padyansh will be given and based on the poem 4 questions will be given. And when you give the model question paper, please give the poem and based on the poem you ask 4 questions. Without giving the poem, don't give simply 4 questions because the child has to learn to adjust the time. The child has to read the passage and then write the answers. So whenever you give a model paper, give the padyansh देना है, उसके बाद प्रश्न पूछना है. And 2 गद्यांश, गद्यांशों में से 2 गद्यांशों पर 5-5 बहुविकल्पी प्रश्न. उसमें भी गद्यांश दिया होगा और उसके आधार पर 5 प्रश्न पूछे जाते हैं. यहाँ बिल्कुल चॉइस नहीं है. ठीक है, पद्यांश एक ही दिया होगा, गद्यांश 2 दिए होंगे और चॉइस नहीं है इसमें. 4 marks for the poem and 10 marks for the prose. Total 14 marks. Is it clear? 14 marks?
Yes, ma'am.
So 40 marks are over now. Apatita Gadyansh 10 marks, grammar 16 marks, and Sparsh 14 marks. So this is 40 marks board paper. Okay? Yes? Now,
Yes.
for the first term, these are the lessons included. Bade Bhai Sahab, that everybody knows, even then I'm telling. Bade Bhai Sahab, Tatara Vamiro Katha, Ab Kaham Dusron Ke Dukh Se Dukhi Hone Wale, or Kabir and Meera. These are the portions for the first term. Now, this is a new area. Is there any doubt in whatever I have told so far? We will clear the doubts and go ahead. Is it okay for you? Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Yes,
No
ma'am.
doubt.
Okay. Now, this is a new area for all of us. Multiple choice question. So far we have not done it. Now, as teachers, we should know how to prepare an MCQ, multiple choice question paper, how to prepare one. Now, what are we doing? We take a question paper from somewhere. So many questions are available. Many MCQs are available. If you just search MCQ, Bade Bhai Sahab, get hundreds and hundreds of questions. And you take some question and give it to the children. That is what most of the teachers are doing now. But we should know how to prepare. What are the qualities of an MCQ? We should be aware of that. Only then our question paper will be having a standard. So, how to prepare an MCQ? As you all know, MCQ, multiple choice questions, have mainly 2 parts. One is the question and the other, the alternative. The question or STEM, that is the question. Alternatives are the choices given on that. Among the alternative, one answer will be correct, best alternative, the correct alternative, and the other 3, if you are giving 4 alternatives, only one answer will be correct, and the 3 others, we call it distractors or incorrect alternatives. So this is the structure of an MCQ. One, STEM and alternative. STEM means question and alternative means all the options. Out of that, 1 will be correct and 3 will be wrong answers. Okay. Now, when you prepare a question, MCQ question, what are the things to be remembered? The first thing is that the question should be very clear. When the child reads the question, I'll give you an example later. So the first thing is the question should be clear. The second is it should focus on the learning outcome. After every lesson, we know what are the learning outcome of the lessons. When I started the session, I told you these are the learning outcome of today's session. Similarly, when we start a lesson, we know what are the learning outcome of this lesson. So when you give a question, the question should focus on the learning outcome. And the question should not contain irrelevant material. Only the needed things should be asked. It should not contain any irrelevant material. These are the points to be remembered when you make a question, MCQ question. For example, पृथ्वी कैसे वजूद में आई? This is a question from अब कहां दूसरों के दुख से दुखी होने वाले. What is the mistake in this? पृथ्वी कैसे वजूद में आई? I am not asking the children. धार्मिक ग्रंथों के अनुसार पृथ्वी कैसे वजूद में आई, वैज्ञानिकों के अनुसार पृथ्वी कैसे वजूद में आई. Only then it is clear. If you simply ask पृथ्वी कैसे वजूद में आई, that is not clear. Did you understand my point?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah.
Another example. पद और पदबंध में क्या अंतर है? We may be giving the options, okay. But the question, पद और पदबंध में क्या अंतर है? So as teachers, we know that when a child learns padabandh, he or she is supposed to know what pad is. But that is not the learning outcome of the 10th standard curriculum. Pad, they should know it. But you are not supposed to ask that question in 10th standard question paper. Okay, it is not focused on the learning outcome. So these are some examples which I am giving you when you prepare. Don't do this. Okay. Now coming to the alternatives. Alternatives meaning the choices. What are the choices we are giving under a question? So alternative, one answer will be correct and all other answers will be wrong. Alternatives are given in that way. So when you choose an alternative, should be very clear and concise. That is, every answer should be very clear and don't give big sentences. Don't avoid excessive words. Make it simple. It should be simple and clear. All the alternatives. Then avoid overlapping alternatives, meaning when the child reads the alternative, he should not feel that this answer is correct. If he is feeling okay, but there should not be two correct answers. Overlapping answers should not be there, or the answers with the same meaning should not be there. Okay. Now use similar language, meaning if you are giving a textbook language, a sentence from the textbook, give all the alternatives sentences from the text. And unlike if you are giving another type of answers, everything should be out of the textbook, should not be like the textbook. Meaning if you are giving a textbook sentence, all the alternatives should be textbook sentences, otherwise not. Okay. Now, randomly distribute the correct answer. Some teachers have the habit of giving, to make the correction work easier, what will we do? First answer, A is correct. Second answer, B correct, C correct. Then fourth answer, D correct. Again, A, B, C, D. So our correction work will be easy. But children are smarter than us. So when they do something, they will understand. There is a pattern in the answer, they will do like that. So whenever you give the alternatives, distribute the correct answer don't randomly, don't follow a pattern. Okay, is that clear, teachers?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. Now the number of alternatives, don't give more than 4 alternatives. 4 are okay. Don't give more than 4 alternatives. Limit the number to 4. Okay. Now, example. So these are the points to be remembered when we make the alternative. मैंने परीक्षा में सफलता पाने के लिए डैश आकाश पाताल एक कर दिया, खींच के दिए जलाए, खून पसीना एक कर दिया, आसमान से बातें किया. What is the problem here?
There are two
Is there
options
any
correct.
problem with alternatives?
There are two
options
options
correct.
There are two options.
Yes. 2 options are having the same meaning. आकाश पाताल एक कर दिया, खून पसीना एक कर दिया. So 2 options are correct. So always be very careful. Don't give options like this. Overlapping answers should not be there. Right? Now, बड़े भाई साहब के अनुसार जीवन की समझ कैसे आती है? किताबें पढ़ने से नहीं, दुनिया देखने से आती है, पढ़ने से, खेलने से, उपदेश देने से. What is the problem here?
Option.
Option.
First option is correct in that पढ़ने से it is not,
या
पढ़ने से
किताबें
it is not compulsory इधर.
दुनिया देखने से आती है.
दुनिया देखने से आती है, वही उत्तर ठीक होगा. सो पहला सेंटेंस की जरूरत नहीं है वहाँ पे.
अच्छा.
केवल दुनिया देखने से आती है उत्तर.
And the problem here is that, as I told you, if you are using a textbook sentence, my first answer is किताबें पढ़ने से नहीं, दुनिया देखने से. That is a sentence from the text. And now you look at the options. The first option is very long, and the second, third, and fourth are only very small words, isn't it? One word. And we know that the first answer is correct. How can we give it? Instead of writing किताबें पढ़ने से नहीं, दुनिया देखने से, you can write अनुभव से. That is sufficient. Okay. The options can be given as अनुभव से, पढ़ने से, खेलने से, उपदेश देने से. So all the options look like similar, right? So don't give options like this.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, प्रकृति में आए असंतुलन के क्या परिणाम है? क्या गर्मी में अधिक गर्मी, प्रदूषण, सब लोग मिलजुल कर रहना, पेड़ लगाना. What is the problem here in the options?
There is no answer actually. That fourth option उपरोक्त सभी have to give.
नहीं.
No, गर्मी
First
से
one and second one, no, same.
गर्मी में अधिक गर्मी, वो आंसर करेक्ट है. लेकिन बाकी सब जितना भी दिया गया है, इससे मिलजुल कर ये बिल्कुल अलग है, इसके साथ नहीं आता है. So when the child look at the options, he understand second, third, and fourth. It is not. It's very clear that is not the answer. So गर्मी में अधिक गर्मी. Okay. Now. So when you give the distractors, is it clear, teachers?
Okay. Yes.
So now when you give distractors, when you make distractors, all the options should be plausible. Plausible means probable, believable. The child should know this cannot. There is a possibility of this answer. There is a possibility. The child should feel like that. Okay, plausible options should be equally popular to the examinees. Examinees means students. So should be equally popular to the examinees, meaning one answer is very familiar to them, and all the other three options, they are not even, they have never heard those answers. Such options should not be given. So all options should be popular among the students. Now, should reflect the common errors in the students' thinking. As teachers, we know that there are some common errors which the children have already recorded in their brain. So you can give all those as the option so that the child will, is it correct? Is it correct? So it makes the children think. So can be a common misconception. The same thing, a misconception. The children may be having some misconception. In spite of all our effort to correct them, there may be some misconception. Common misconception may be there. So this can also be included as a distractor. Okay. Now, what are the advantages of MCQ? It's an effective and efficient way to assess the learning outcome. Measuring learning, it measures the learning outcome from knowledge to evaluation level. So if you are preparing an MCQ properly, take time, think, and make a proper MCQ, you can include all levels, all learning levels questions in the MCQ. It's a very effective and efficient way to assess all levels of learning. Okay. And scores are more reliable than the subjective type test. If the child writes the correct answer, she gets the mark. When the child is writing the descriptive type questions, what is the problem? Especially in Hindi, when the children will be thinking something, when they write, it may be it may change to something else, and when the teacher reads and understands, it will be something else, isn't it? Many times they tell us, ma'am, I didn't think like that, I thought like that, and the answer paper, there will be something else. So in MCQ, scores are more reliable. Now, what are the disadvantages of MCQ? There are some disadvantages also. We know the main disadvantage is difficulty in finding an effective and plausible distractors. Finding a question is very easy, but finding all the alternatives, it's very difficult, isn't it? If we are doing it properly, it takes a lot of time. You have to think a lot, and finding the alternatives, it's very difficult. Do you agree with that?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, scores can be influenced by the reading ability of the examinees. This happens at many times. Sometimes the children will understand the meaning of the question, but they may not be understanding the options. Sometimes they may be aware of all the options, they will not understand the question. Are the children not telling us like that? Ma'am, I understood the question, but I was not aware what was the option. They will not understand the meaning of the option. So this happens sometimes. The scores can be influenced by the reading ability of the examinees. Now the most difficult part is preparation of an MCQ, time consuming. It's very time consuming. If you have to prepare 40 questions, it's a very tedious task. You cannot do it in an easy way. You have to think, find out the question, then find out the options. All the options should be, as we discussed, all the options should be of the same size, same length, meaning, everything. So many points are there. So preparation is a very difficult and time-consuming and challenging task to the teachers. Okay. Now, after making an MCQ, there are certain things which all of us must do. Have a review, meaning after making the question paper, solve the paper to identify any gaps or errors. When we are making the question paper, we may not be aware, but only when we do it, we will understand. Same option is given here. The question is not clear. There's a grammatical error here. All these we will see only when we review it or when we do it. So solve the paper. After making the question paper, we must do it first. And after that, we may overlook some gaps. Then what should we do? Share it with someone whom you trust. Give it to your friend or someone whom you trust. So our mistakes will be identified better by others, not by us. Isn't it? So give it to someone whom you trust and find out. Okay. Is there any, do you need any clarification in whatever we have discussed so far? Making an MCQ? If not,
no, ma'am. It's clear. It's clear.
Okay. Now, this is internal assessment. As I told you, last year we didn't had all these periodic tests, multiple assessment, portfolio, subject enrichment. We had all this year before last year. Last year we didn't have this. We had art integrated project for 10 marks. So this has again come to us. Periodic test, 3 marks. These 10 marks are divided like this. Periodic test, 3 marks. Multiple assessment, 2 marks. Portfolio, 2 marks. Subject enrichment activities, 3 marks. Here also, sometimes you may be having a doubt. In the first curriculum, it was written periodic test 2.5, multiple assessment 2.5, 2.5, 2.5. Isn't it? Do you remember that? But as per the latest one, it is 3 plus 2 plus 2 plus 3. Okay, so when you give, you can give marks like this, 3 plus 2 plus 2 plus 3. This is the pattern. 10 marks are divided like this. Now, first is periodic test, 3 marks. 3 periodic tests have to be taken in an year. It can be 1 in the first term and 2 in the second term, or 2 in the first term and 1 in the second term. That you can follow the school's policy. Every school will be having a policy. You follow the policy of the school. If the school is conducting 1 periodic test in term 1, it's okay. And then the school will be conducting 2 in the next term. So as per the school's policy, you can follow that. And here also, if you are conducting, the school is conducting the periodic test for 40 marks. Some schools may be conducting for 10 marks, some may be 30, some schools may be conducting for 40 marks. There is no problem at all. You can conduct them out of any mark. But at the end, it has to be reduced into 3 marks. Weightage is 3 marks. Periodic test, weightage is only 3 marks. If you are conducting it into out of 40 or 30, convert it into 10 when you upload. Okay, periodic test. So 3 periodic tests in an year. Second is multiple assessment, 2 marks. For multiple assessment, 2 marks. What are the activities under multiple assessment? Oral test. We are taking oral test in the class. That is a multiple assessment. After every lesson, in 10th standard, I'm sure all the teachers may be giving. After every test, every lesson, we are giving a class test. That is a multiple assessment. We are giving some group work, multiple assessment. Classroom discussion, it's also multiple assessment. Field work, we can do it in the second term. Visual representation, there may be something like that. All these can be included as multiple assessment. And now you may be having a doubt. I'm taking an oral test, I'm taking a class test, I'm having a classroom discussion, then which mark is to be taken? That all depends on you. Okay, so if the best mark, you can take the best mark. Oral, it's not compulsory that only any one activity has to be done. It's not compulsory that all these activities have to be done. You can choose as the situation permits, you can conduct. Okay, if you are taking one oral test and class test, take the best mark and convert it into 2. That will be the multiple assessment for term 1. Okay. Many activities can be conducted, and the best or the average, it should be done in a way that the child should get the benefit. That's all. Convert it into 2. All these activities, any activity can be conducted and convert it into 2. Right? Is it clear now? Periodic test and multiple assessment. Now shall we move to the next?
Yes.
Portfolio. Here, everybody will be having a lot of doubts. In whichever training session we go, we hear teachers asking portfolio. What is the portfolio? Always confusions about portfolio. Portfolio is not a very big thing as we think. Okay, for 10th standard portfolio, it's 2 marks. Portfolio, when you assess, you can give the marks out of 10 as you like, but convert it into 2. Weightage is 2. Portfolio is the collection of the students' work over the time, and which describes the learner's effort, progress, growth, and achievement in the key area of learning outcome. This is what a portfolio is. I'll explain it to you. Any activity, anything which was done by the child to show his effort. ആ കുട്ടിയുടെ പരിശ്രമം കാണിക്കുന്ന എന്ത് സാധനമായാലും അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ആ കുട്ടിയുടെ പ്രോഗ്രസ് കാണിക്കുന്നത് ആ കുട്ടിയുടെ അച്ചീവ്മെന്റ് will you all understand Malayalam?
Yes,
Carry on.
Okay.
Carry on, ma'am. No problem.
Lata ma'am, I cannot understand because I am from North side Delhi.
Okay. And in Hindi also.
तो
Okay.
हिंदी नहीं प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, आप बोल सकते हो, थोड़ी बहुत समझ में आ रही है.
नहीं problem नहीं है.
Okay.
No problem. Anything which shows the effort, progress, or the achievement of the child. For example, if the child is making an album based on a lesson, that is his effort. The child got 10 marks in the exam, 10 out of 10 in one exam. In the previous exam, he got only 2 marks. So there's a progress, isn't it? From 2 to 10, there's a progress. The paper in which he got 10 marks can be included in the portfolio file. Achievement. The child is doing something, recitation or a speech or anything, and he gets a praise. Even if he is not getting a praise, he thinks that my performance was good. He can include that in his portfolio. This time, the portfolio is a digital portfolio. Ask the children to make a file. And the child can send the link to us. That is enough. So anything which shows the effort, progress, growth, and achievement of the child can be included in his portfolio. Is it clear up to this? Okay. Any work done by the child which shows the effort, progress, and achievement of the child can be included in the portfolio. Now, what all things can be entered in the portfolio? There are two types of entries in the portfolio. Remember that. One is the core entry. That is what the teacher is giving. We may be giving some activities to the children. Write an essay on this, or we may be giving some activity. That is compulsory. Every child should do it and keep it in his portfolio. That is core entry. Other than this core entry, there are some optional entries, as I told you. If a child is getting 10 out of 10 in an exam.
Hello, ma'am.
Okay. So there are two types of entries. One is a core entry, means the work given by the teachers, it is compulsory. In all portfolios, these work will be there. Other than this, there are optional entries. Optional entry is the choice of the child. If the child feels that this is good for me, I'm going to include it in my portfolio, it's okay. At the end, what happens? All portfolio, if you have 40 children in your class, in all these 40 portfolios, some items will be same. That is what is given by the teacher. Other than this, some items may be, some content may be different. Child to child, it differs. Okay. If I am including my report card in my portfolio, other teacher will not be including, because I feel my child report card is very good. It shows good marks. I'm keeping it. Next year, if my marks are not good, I'm not going to keep it in my portfolio. Did you understand the difference?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
Yes, ma'am.
This is portfolio.
Hello, ma'am.
Portfolio.
Hello, ma'am.
Some
Hello, ma'am.
items-
Should we
Yes,
maintain the portfolio digitally, ma'am?
I'm not getting you. Excuse me, what did you ask?
Hello, ma'am. Should we maintain the portfolio digitally?
This time it can be. It can be a digital portfolio. Okay. The child
Okay,
can
thank you, ma'am.
send you the link and you can evaluate. Okay. Portfolio. So these are the things, these are certain things which can be included. Other than this, there may be many things. Okay. Essays written by the children. It can be the topic given by the teacher, or the child can write an essay of his or her own choice. That can also be included. Poems. Many children may be writing poems. That can be included. Articles, pictures, art, poster, recitation, speech, everything. All these things can be included in the portfolio. The portfolio, there are certain items which we are giving, and there are certain entries which the child chooses and keep. Okay. And the portfolio, the same portfolio can be continued for the entire year. Term 1 portfolio, term 2 1 portfolio. It's not like that. The same portfolio will continue throughout the year. So at the end of when the term 1 ends, November, you can do the evaluation of the portfolio. Then the same portfolio continue for the next term also, next session also. Is it clear? Portfolio?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Portfolio contains 2 marks. Now, subject enrichment activity is listening and reading and speaking. Listening test you can conduct in 2 ways. One is you can read a passage and give a Google form. You can give a Google form, ask them, give 6 questions because it carries 3 marks. So it may be easy for you to convert the marks. If you are giving 5 questions, then you have to sit and do the calculations. So when you give the question, give them 6 questions. Read a passage. Based on the passage, you can give 6 questions. Ask them to do that. It's very easy. Google form evaluation is very easy. Or you can play an audio. Ask them to listen the audio, then give the Google form. Based on the audio, you can give the Google form. That is listening test. Is that okay? Listening test can be conducted in that way. That is the best, easiest way. And reading and speaking can also be evaluated. Speaking, you can even debate can be conducted. You can give a topic, or you can give topics which the children like. Ask them. PTA parent meeting में report card लेते वक्त teacher और parents के बीच का संवाद speaking. You can give like that. And I gave one topic in my school when after this Corona, when there's a news that Kerala government is going to open the schools, then the conversation between 2 children, they did it so well. So if you give the topic which the children like, that's an experience for us also, for speaking. And speaking is very important, isn't it? When a language is being taught, speaking is very important. If the child is not able to speak, then what is the meaning of teaching a language and speaking? At the end, I will show you a video. So that speaking is very important. So is it clear?
मैम हाँ एक बात पूछनी थी मैम, ये जो हम लोग लेंगे ना स्पीकिंग का, तो इसका वीडियो चाहिए रहेगा ना? वीडियो
नहीं,
हमें
नहीं चाहिए, नहीं चाहिए,
नहीं चाहिए वीडियो?
नहीं, सीबीएसई के लिए नहीं चाहिए, रिकॉर्ड नहीं चाहिए. अगर आपको चाहिए तो ले सकते हैं.
अच्छा, कंपल्सरी नहीं है कि हमें वीडियो ही लेना है?
कंपल्सरी नहीं है. प्रूफ नहीं चाहिए, प्रूफ के रूप में नहीं चाहिए.
हाँ एक्चुअली मैंने ले रखा है, मेरे पास है इसलिए पूछ रही थी. ओके मैम. हाँ हाँ हाँ. वो एक लेसन है ना आपका, दूसरों के दुख में दुखी होने वाले, उसमें समुद्र वाला है कि समुद्र अपने पाँव फैलाता है. हाँ वो उन्होंने एक्शन करके दिखाया है और उसमें सारा कुछ कैसे बोला है, डायलॉग्स वगैरह, तो बहुत अच्छा किया उन्होंने. मैंने रखा है अपने पास. ओके मैम, थैंक यू.
कोई बात नहीं, कोई बात. अगर बच्चे रखता है तो कोई बात नहीं, अच्छी बात है. सीबीएसई नहीं पूछते,
नहीं पूछते.
So is it clear up to here? Up to this, internal assessment 10 marks, periodic test. How periodic test is conducted? 3 periodic tests in an year. 1 in term 1, 2 in term 2, or 2 in first time and 1 in second time. Anyhow, total 3 periodic tests, 3 marks, reduced to 3 marks. Multiple assessment, I told you what all are the activities under multiple assessment. Portfolio, how a portfolio has to be maintained, what are the things to be kept in the portfolio, that also we explained. Now subject enrichment activity, 3 marks, listening, speaking, reading. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am. Clear, ma'am. Clear.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Now,
Clear.
term 1 is over. Now we are waiting for the board exam. Okay. Term 1
Madam,
is
excuse
over.
me, madam. Excuse me, madam.
Now,
I have a doubt that that
shall we-
sample OMR sheet that we got from CBSE, that is entirely different from our question pattern, no?
No, the CBSE has not yet released an OMR sheet. That one which we are getting is from by some publishers. When CBSE releases, we will get it. Okay, don't worry about that. There will be.
Okay, madam, that
it's up
it's
to
entirely
CBSE.
different. That's
Whether
why
they
I
will
asked.
give the OMR sheet according to the question paper, or they will do the question paper according to the one. Okay.
Okay, ma'am, thank you, ma'am.
Now term 1 is over. Any doubt in term 1? Shall we move to term 2?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, term 2, we have 50% of the rationalized syllabus. All the lessons which were included in term 1 will not be there in term 2. And term 2, board examination will be in March, April. Pattern of question paper is entirely descriptive, no MCQs, marks 40 marks and duration 2 hours, and internal assessment same as term 1, 10 marks. Okay. Term 2. Now, term 2, these are the lessons from the book. Manushyata, Parvat Pradesh Mein Powers, Kachale Hamfida, Chenki Den and Katus. Guinea ka sona is
Hello.
Uttar. Okay.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
One doubt.
हाँ.
One doubt. या ASL मीन्स वो भी रिकॉर्ड करके रहना
नहीं
चाहिए.
नहीं 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 चाहिए.
क्या करना?
नहीं.
वो जस्ट बच्चों का भी या भाषण का स्किल और उसी प्रकार बस सुनने का ऐसे के रूप से हम स्वयं भी देना चाहिए.
नहीं, ऑडियो के बारे में पूछते हैं आप?
हाँ, ऑडियो के बारे में.
अगर आप पढ़कर सुनाते हैं तो ठीक है, नहीं तो कोई ऑडियो है तो फिर भी कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है.
तो या सीबीएसई को हमें
पास कोई ऑडियो है तो वो सुना दो बच्चों को, फिर उसके आधार पर क्वेश्चंस देना है.
या सीबीएसई को अपलोड करने के लिए हमारे पास प्रूफ क्या है? कुछ ना.
नहीं, ऐसे प्रूफ नहीं मांगते.
वो जस्ट बच्चों का वो भी टीचर्स के आधार पर.
वो मार्क्स ही पूछता है. अगर फोटो लास्ट ईयर फोटो मांगा था उन्होंने, फोटो मांगा था.
लेकिन
नहीं मांगते.
ओरिजिनल प्रूफ की कोई आवश्यकता ना.
नहीं, एक फोटो रख दीजिए.
ओके.
लास्ट ईयर फोटो अपलोड करना था, ऑडियो वीडियो कुछ नहीं चाहिए.
लास्ट ईयर के फोटो मीन्स हमारे फंक्शन में भी जो भाग लेते तो हिंदी दिवस का समारोह है वहां पर भी
हम जो रीडिंग लिसनिंग और स्पीकिंग टेस्ट लेता है ना, जब बोलते हैं, उसका एक फोटो रख दीजिए. लास्ट ईयर फोटो अपलोड करना था, इस साल कुछ नहीं बताया गया. ठीक है.
या उसी प्रकार आप
ऑडियो वीडियो की कोई जरूरत नहीं.
उसी प्रकार आप इंटीग्रेटेड प्रोजेक्ट के बारे में कुछ न कहा.
नहीं, अब इसमें नहीं आता, इसके साथ नहीं.
ओके, फर्स्ट टर्म में इतना मात्र.
ओके
मैम.
Now coming to second term, we have Manushyada, पर्वत प्रदेश में पावर्स, कल्चले हमफिदा, चेन की देन, क्या गिन्नी का सोना is not the, then कारतूस. These are the lessons. Now इसका अंक विभाजन इस प्रकार है. पाठ के आधार पर 2 लिखोत्तरात्मक प्रश्न, 25-30 शब्द, 2 + 2 very short answers. 3 questions will be given and out of that they have to choose 2, and 2 + 2 4 marks, and there will be 1 long answer. 2 में से 1 लिखना है, 4 marks. So all together from Sparsh they have only 8 marks for the second term, only 8 marks in the second term. And Sanchen first term में संचयन नहीं था. In second term all the 3 lessons are included in second term. So out of these 3 long big lessons, the children are getting only 6 marks. Okay, only 6 marks, 2 questions. Out of 3, they have to attempt 2 questions. Very sad part, isn't it? Only 6 marks. Second term, all Lekhan comes in second term. And Lekhan ke liye 26. Total marks 26. So these are the types. Anuched 6 marks, Patra Lekhan 5 marks, Suchna Lekhan. Last year there was only 1 Suchna Lekhan. This year 2 Suchna Lekhan. Vignapan also 2. Then Lekhu Katha 5 marks. We will discuss it in detail. Okay, these are the topics. Lekhan. Now Anuched Lekhan, 150 words. That is the word limit. 150. संकेत बिंदुओं के आधार पर लिखना है. संकेत बिंदु दिए होंगे. और इसका अंक विभाजन इस प्रकार है. भूमिका के लिए 1 अंक, विषय वस्तु के लिए 4 marks, and भाषा 1 mark. Those who have gone for the paper valuation, they know how the marks are divided. So this is how the division of the marks. Now, अनुच्छेद लेखन लिखते समय बच्चों को बता देना है कि इन बातों पर ध्यान देना है. फर्स्ट इज शुद्ध सरल भाषा का प्रयोग करना है, क्योंकि भाषा के लिए 1 अंक है. क्रमानुसार सुव्यवस्थित ढंग से लिखना है. उसमें संकेत बिंदुएं होगा, उसके आधार पर लिखना है. विचारों की पुनरावृत्ति ना हो. एक ही बात को बार बार नहीं लिखना है. भाषा संबंधी त्रुटियों का दूर करना है. विराम चिन्हों का उचित प्रयोग करना है. फुल स्टॉप और विराम चिन्हों का ठीक तरह विराम चिन्ह डालना है. शब्द सीमा का ध्यान देना है. 150 वर्ड्स. शब्द सीमा 150, तो उससे ज्यादा नहीं लिखना है। इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि परीक्षा के बाद गिनना है कितना शब्द है, ऐसा नहीं। बच्चों को बता देना है, सिर्फ इतना ही प्रैक्टिस देना है शब्द सीमा पर लिखने का। ठीक है, अनुच्छेद लेखन। अनुच्छेद लेखन इज क्लियर? 6 marks, भूमिका 1, विषय वस्तु 4,
Yes, ma'am.
भाषा अनुच्छेद। नेक्स्ट इज पत्र लेखन, उसका भी शब्द सीमा है 120 वर्ड्स। इसका अंक विभाजन इस प्रकार है, आरंभ और अंत की औपचारिकता के लिए 1 अंक, विषय वस्तु के लिए 3 अंक और भाषा के लिए 1 अंक। दिस इज हाउ मार्क्स आर डिवाइडेड। नाउ इसका भी एक नमूना है। पत्र लेखन का प्रारूप इस प्रकार है। Here also you will be having a doubt, you may be having a doubt, दिनांक कहाँ डालना है। As per the CBSE guidelines, दिनांक इधर डालना है, राइट साइड टॉप पर डालना है। Many publishers and we have seen दिनांक लेफ्ट में लिखा है, उसमें कोई गलती नहीं है, बच्चों का नंबर कट नहीं हो जाएगा। फिर भी प्रैक्टिस देते समय इस तरह प्रैक्टिस देना है। दिनांक राइट टॉप में डालना है, सेवा में, फिर विषय महोदय महोदया, धन्यवाद भवदीय, नाम पता। दिस इज द फॉर्मेट। ओके, दिनांक लेफ्ट में डालो, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, मार्क्स कट नहीं होगा। अब देखिए आजकल जो लेटर्स आ रहा है ना, उसका उन सबका दिनांक कहाँ है वो देख लीजिए आप लोग।
Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me, ma'am. वो अब फ्रॉम एड्रेस वी यूज्ड टू राइट परीक्षा भवन नई दिल्ली, वो नहीं लिखना है?
परीक्षा भवन ऐसा ही लिखना है? नहीं, इसमें नहीं लिखना है, सेवा में ही। आपका एड्रेस कहीं नहीं लिखना है, फ्रॉम नहीं लिखना है।
नहीं, फ्रॉम उसके बदले में हम ये लिखते थे ना, परीक्षा भवन नई दिल्ली, फिर दिनांक लिख के हम सेवा में लिखते थे, तब उसमें बदलाव आ गया।
पत्र लेखन का प्रारूप ऐसा नहीं है। फ्रॉम वो प्रेषक नहीं लिखना है, दिनांक लिखना है, फिर उसके बाद सेवा में लिखना है। सेवा में वो एड्रेस तो दिया होगा, वो लिखना है। उसके बाद विषय लिखना है, महोदय महोदया लिखना है, धन्यवाद भवदीय के बाद आपका नाम और पता लिखना है। वो पता प्रेषक फ्रॉम एड्रेस नीचे आता है, आपका नाम और पता।
तो वहां पर नाम के बदले फिर वहां पर एड्रेस भी लिखना होगा?
एड्रेस अगर दिया है तो वो लिखना है, नहीं है तो खगा ऐसा लिखना है। अपना एड्रेस नहीं लिखना है। लता चिन्मय विद्यालय त्रिशूर ऐसा नहीं लिखना है। ठीक है, जब when we do the evaluation, we say this paper is from that school, this paper is from this school. I have heard teachers telling that. So tell your children not to write their name and school name. Okay, खगा लिखना है। Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now सूचना लेखन, इसका भी शब्द सीमा है 50, and this time we have 2 सूचना लेखन। Last year we had only 1 and this year 2 other। इसका अंक विभाजन इस प्रकार है, औपचारिकता हाफ मार्क्स, विषय वस्तु 1.5, भाषा हाफ मार्क्स 2.5 टोटल। एंड सूचना का प्रारूप इस प्रकार है। वह संस्था का नाम जो है वो सबसे पहले आना है। क्या देखो, कॉन्फेडरेशन ऑफ सहोदया स्कूल कॉम्प्लेक्स केरला, दैट इज संस्था का नाम। तो शिक्षक प्रशिक्षण कार्यक्रम, उसके बाद सूचना लिखना है, दिनांक लिखना है। बच्चों को बता देना है, जब कभी भी सूचना लिखते हैं इस प्रकार स्टार्ट कीजिए। सूचित किया जाता है कि बाकी जो दिया गया है वो लिखना है, नीचे हस्ताक्षर और पद लिखना है। ठीक है
लता मैम, एक्सक्यूज मी मैम,
यस।
जैसे कि अनुच्छेद लेखन में हम 3 ऑप्शंस देते हैं बच्चों को, तो उनमें से एक लिखना है। पत्र लेखन में भी 2 ऑप्शंस दिए जाते हैं, तो ये सूचना लेखन 2 है, तो क्या उसमें 3
ऑप्शंस होगा, ज्यादा दिया होगा, क्वेश्चन पेपर में ऑप्शंस मिलता है।
ठीक है मैम, थैंक यू मैम।
ओके ओके, सो सूचना का प्रारूप इस प्रकार है ना। विज्ञापन का भी इस बार 2 विज्ञापन लिखना है, 50 मार्क्स, 50 शब्द सीमा। विषय वस्तु के लिए 1 अंक, प्रस्तुतिकरण के लिए 1 अंक और भाषा 0.5। और विज्ञापन लेखन के समय इन बातों का ध्यान देना है। विज्ञापित वस्तु के गुणों का उल्लेख होना चाहिए और संक्षिप्त होना चाहिए। विज्ञापन जो है बहुत एस्से के समान नहीं लिखना है, संक्षिप्त होना चाहिए, प्रभावशाली एवं आकर्षक होना है। प्रस्तुति में नयापन तथा वर्तमान से जुड़ाव होनी चाहिए। विज्ञापन में नारा अवश्य होना चाहिए, अच्छा है नारा हो तो अच्छी बात है, ठीक है नारा. और now you will be having a doubt, should they draw the picture, should it be in a box? If they are doing it in a box, it is good, attractive, but there is no extra mark for the box. If they are drawing a picture, it's good, but it is not compulsory. If you are drawing a picture, they are not going to get extra marks for that. Okay. If they have enough time and if they are good artists, that let them draw, but don't waste their time in drawing. Okay. Picture के लिए कोई extra marks नहीं.
मैम सूचना बॉक्स में लिखना है?
नहीं कोई
Okay ma'am, thank you.
Now this is another new area, लेखु कथा. इसका भी शब्द सीमा है 120 वर्ड्स. इसके लिए मार्क्स इस प्रकार है, कथा वस्तु के लिए 3 मार्क्स और भाषा 2 मार्क्स. ना लेखु कथा अभी तक हमने नहीं करवाया है किसी क्लास में. लेखु कथा अभी शुरू हुआ है ना. सो लेखु कथा के लिए बच्चों को इस प्रकार सिखाना है. वो टाइटल तो दिया होगा, सैंपल पेपर में ऐसा है, टाइटल दिया, शीर्षक दिया गया है और बच्चों को बता देना है कि इसके लिए क्या करना है. कथा, लेखो कथा के लिए ये सब है ना, कथानक है, उद्देश्य है, शैली है और उसमें एक संदेश होना है, शीर्षक भी होना है. तो जब आप बच्चों को पढ़ाते हैं ना, उनको इस प्रकार पढ़ाना है, क्या करना है इस विषय के बारे में, आपको क्या, आप क्या कहना चाहता है, वो है कथानक. ये क्यों करना है, वो है उद्देश्य, ये क्यों करना है. नेक्स्ट कम्स कैसे करना है. विभिन्न शैलियां है ना, शैली वर्णनात्मक शैली है, वार्तालाप शैली है, मिश्रित शैली है. बच्चे अपने रुचि के अनुसार लिख सकते हैं. सो कैसे करना है, तो उसके बाद शीर्षक तो दिया होगा, अंत में उसका एक संदेश होना चाहिए, कथा का एक संदेश होना चाहिए. इतनी सी बातें होनी चाहिए लेखु कथा में. बहुत बड़ा उपन्यास लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है. ठीक है, बच्चों को इस प्रकार सिखाना है, उनको बता देना है आप लेखु कथाएं पढ़ो, बहुत पढ़ना है. ठीक है, कथा लिखना ये ओनली प्रैक्टिस ही दिया जा सकता है. इज इट क्लियर? लेखु कथा लेखन.
Yes ma'am.
वर्ड लिमिट कितना है मैम?
Same topic when different children are, when they are writing about the same topic, we may be getting different stories, isn't it? Because everybody is different. If you are planning to build a house and somebody is asking you to build a house or design a house 100,000 square feet, everybody will be having different concepts, isn't it? Similarly, the same शीर्षक बच्चे अलग अलग लिखते हैं.
मैम वर्ड लिमिट इज 120 आई थिंक.
120. कहानी से भी छोटी होती है लेखु कथा, कहानी से भी छोटी. ठीक है.
एक्सक्यूज मी लता मैम, एक डाउट है. मैं संकेत हूँ. लता मैम, लेखु कथा के लिए 2 पात्रों की जरूरत है क्या? कुछ अध्यापक पूछ रहे हैं, तो 2 पात्रों की जरूरत है क्या लेखु कथा लेखन में?
वो शैली, जिस शैली पर वे लिखते हैं उसी पर आधारित है. 2 पात्र है तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, एक अकेले बोल देते हैं तो फिर भी कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. वो उनकी अपनी शैली है ना.
अच्छा थैंक यू मैम.
ओके
मैम, इसमें मोरल होना चाहिए?
जरूर होनी चाहिए.
ओके मैम.
उसमें एक संदेश होना है. ठीक है. Is it clear, teachers, up to this?
Yeah, yes ma'am.
Yeah,
So
ma'am.
we have completed all our portions. Any doubt? Term 1, term 2,
No.
everything is clear?
Clear.
Okay. Now, after our part is over, teaching is over, then we should tell the children, we should give some tips to the children. That is also very important. You teach everything and your work is over, not like that. You should tell the children, these are certain tips which you can give the children. leave a small margin on the right side. That is very important. The teachers who have gone for valuation, they know that. As I told you now, अनुच्छेद लेखन, इसका अंक विभाजन इस प्रकार है, 1 + 2 + 2 + 1, और भाषा के लिए इतना है, शैली के लिए इतना है, ऐसा है. तो tell the children to leave a small margin on the right side so that the teacher who is evaluating the paper can write all these sub marks on the right side. Okay. If there is no space, then what happens? The teacher who is evaluating the paper will be writing the marks on what the child has written. And sometimes when she adds from the right to the left, there is a possibility of making mistakes and the child may lose marks sometimes. Anyhow, there is checking is there. Fir bhi. So tell the children to leave a small margin at the right side of the answer sheet. Okay. Now, questions with subpart. Write answers separately. The question 1, गद्यांश. उसके गद्यांश के आधार पर 5 प्रश्न पूछे जाते हैं. तो 1, 2, 3 separately. Don't write the continuous side and don't write like that, separately. Now, answer to a question completed towards the end of the page. Suppose question number 2, the child is attempting question number 2, and there are only 2 lines at the end of the page. Then tell the child not to start the next question there. Instead, he or she can start the answer on a fresh page. If there is only 1 or 2 lines at the end of the page, then start the new answer in a new page. Okay? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am. We got it.
Leave a line after each answer. So one question is over. The child may not be getting time to underline there. No problem. Tell the child to leave a line and then write the next question and ask them to write the question number correctly. Okay. Leave a line after each answer. There is a cool off time. For MCQ also, there's a cool off time. Tell them to utilize it very effectively. For the first term, they have 4 passages to read. So tell them to use the cool off time, read the passage. They have to read all the 4 passages and then decide which has to be attempted. So utilize the cool off time effectively. Okay. Then write the answers in the correct order, either in the ascending order or in the descending order. It's not compulsory. The child can write the question number and write the answer. But as teachers, we know that the first day, the second day onwards, the teachers know this is the order of the question. The teachers who are evaluating the board paper, they know that this is the order of the question. Question number 1, this much marks, 2, this. They know the order of the marks and it gets recorded into their brain. And when the child is writing first question, then 7th question, and then the 3rd question, and the teacher is getting confused, isn't it? So tell the children to write either in the ascending order or in the descending order. Always better write in 1, 2, 3 order. And in between, if the child is not, if the child does not know the answer of the 3rd question, then what can be done? Ask them to leave the space there and attempt the 4th question. And at the end, they can write the 3rd answer there. And if they are not going to write the 3rd answer, at the end, they can cut that space. So tell them to do like that when the descriptive paper is attempted. Is that clear? Either in the ascending order or in the descending order. Because otherwise, it will be very difficult for the teachers to do the correction. And sometimes the child may be the loser. Don't panic. After getting the question paper or before writing the question paper, tell them, no need, don't panic. Ask them to take a deep breathing, and all these tips you can tell your children. Okay.
नमस्ते मैम, देरी से आने के लिए माफी चाहती हूँ क्योंकि मैं स्कूल में हूँ और स्कूल में मीटिंग अटेंड कर रही थी. तो अभी हम लोग चर्चा कर रहे हैं 9th स्टैंडर्ड के बारे में, है ना? तो हम लोग
10th के बारे में चर्चा कर
10th के बारे में चर्चा कर रहे हैं, जो क्वेश्चन पेपर जो है. तो उसमें जो हम लोगों ने बनाया है तो वो मतलब एकदम MCQ क्वेश्चन, सारे MCQ क्वेश्चन है.
ठीक है।
आपने बताया कि उनको हमें प्रैक्टिस देना होगा, जैसे कि कोई भी मतलब पैनिक हुए बिना उसको मतलब छोड़कर मतलब जो कंप्लीट अगर उसमें ना हो, अगर लेटर राइटिंग या कुछ भी हो उसमें कंप्लीट ना हो तो उसको दूसरे में ना करने के बजाय एक ही पेज में करना है, आपने बताया था शायद।
हाँ हाँ
तो मतलब कभी कभी बच्चे मतलब टीचर साहब से पूछा था कि उनको जो बड़े बड़े अक्षरों में जो बच्चे लिखते हैं तो क्या होता है ना कि कभी बच्चे एड्रेस एक जगह पे लिखते हैं और जो मैटर जो होता है वो अगले में लिखते हैं। तो मैंने कई बार बच्चों को समझाया फिर भी बच्चे मतलब वो समझ नहीं पा रहे, तो उस हिसाब से हमको क्या करना पड़ेगा उनको मतलब अच्छी तरह से समझाने के लिए?
नहीं, उनको बता देना है बेटा ऐसा है, तो जो टीचर्स वो पेपर वैल्यूएशन करता है ना उनको वो दिक्कत होगा, इसे बताना है उनको। when you write the answer for the board exam, this is better, tell them like that.
Okay, one more thing, जब वो लोग ऐसे लिखते हैं तो सभी सवाल उनके बीच में आती है कि ऐसे लिखने से क्या होगा, तो उसमें नंबर कटते हैं या नहीं, क्यों मैडम ऐसे बोल रही है?
नंबर नहीं कटते, प्रॉब्लम ये है कि ऐसा होता है ना, when you correct a paper beautifully written and not very neat, is there a difference in the marks given? It affects the marks, isn't it? If it is written well. Sometimes there's a possibility, that's all. If the teacher is taking all the pain, because you are not correcting your child's paper, somebody is correcting. Okay, sometimes they may not take all the pain to read it and find out the correct answer. They will not take the pain. In that case, the child can be a loser, that's all. So this we can tell the children, that's all.
इस बार मैम थोड़ा सा चेंज तो हुआ ना, एक लेटर के बदले 2 लेटर राइटिंग है ना इस बार 10th में?
एक लेटर है, अभी डिस्कस किया है ना हमने, लेटर एक ही है।
लेटर एक ही है। तो ऐसे जस्ट मैंने शायद कहीं देखा कि मतलब 2 लेटर है, उस मार्क थोड़ा कम कर दिया है।
नहीं, लेटर एक ही है।
लेटर एक ही होता है, अच्छा ठीक है, थैंक यू।
Any doubt? Was it clear, teachers?
Yes, clear, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, clear.
Any doubts?
No, any doubts.
I have one, if time allows. Do we have time?
So 20 minutes more, ma'am.
20 minutes, okay. For the question answer, we have 20 minutes, and I have one video which I got in my WhatsApp, which shows the importance of speaking. Shall I play? Shall I show it? As teachers, I think it's better. Let me check it is.
ലതാ മാം മുഹാവര നമുക്ക് കിട്ടോ?
Is it visible now?
Yes, ma'am. Visible.
Yes, come in.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Sit down. Okay, so this is your file. I understand you have done SSLC from Kerala. Very good, wonderful. And I see you have got 93% marks for English and 90% marks for Hindi. That's wonderful. You are actually looking for such a candidate for our customer relation department. So you need to speak to the customers, okay? So if you have an English-speaking customer, how do you approach him and how do you show him around the place? Sir, English എനിക്ക് എങ്ങനെ സംസാരിക്കാനോ? What? You know how to speak English? You know how to speak English? 93%. I said about 93% marks in English. Okay. So Hindi आपको 90% marks है. We get some local customers who speak pure Hindi. So this is good. You have 90% marks. अच्छा जरा बताइए, अगर आप ये कस्टमर आएगा तो हिंदी में उससे कैसे बात करता है? मैं हिंदी बोलता है, बोलती हूँ, बोलता हूँ, मैं हिंदी बोलता हूँ. आपका फैमिली क्या करता है?
So, ma'am, please unmute.
English.
So now it's not visible, ma'am. So not audible, ma'am. Please unmute. Radha ma'am, right now, yeah, still in this mute mode. Please unmute, ma'am. I can't hear anything. I think you are in mute. Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Video was it's gone in between. Shall I play it?
ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് നമുക്കിപ്പോ ഷേക്സ്പിയറിന്റെ പ്ലേസ് ഒക്കെ അറിയാം, ഒഥല്ലോ, അങ്ങനെ ഇങ്ങനെയൊക്കെ, മാക്ബത്ത്. പിന്നെ അനോട്ടേഷൻ, അഡ്വർബ്, പാസ്റ്റ് പാർട്ടിസിപ്പിൾ, അഡ്ജക്റ്റീവ്, എസ്സേ റൈറ്റിംഗ് അറിയാം. പിന്നെ ഹിന്ദിയിൽ നമ്മളിപ്പം കബീർ കാ ദോഹ, തുളസി കാ ദോഹ, പിന്നെ യാത്രാ വിവരം ഹിന്ദിയിൽ എല്ലാം കാണാപ്പാടം പഠിച്ച സാർ എഴുതുന്നത്. എല്ലാം കാണാപ്പാടം പഠിച്ച് എഴുതിയിട്ടാണ് എനിക്ക് മാർക്ക് കിട്ടി. ഞാൻ നല്ല ഭാഷ സംസാരിക്കാൻ അറിയില്ല സാർ.
കേരളത്തിൽ 10-12 വർഷം ഹിന്ദിയും ഇംഗ്ലീഷും പഠിക്കുന്ന കുട്ടികളുടെ സ്ഥിതിവിശേഷമാണ്. എത്ര മാർക്ക് കിട്ടിയിട്ടുണ്ട് കാര്യം. ഒരു ഭാഷ സംസാരിക്കാൻ അറിയില്ലെങ്കിൽ എത്ര തന്നെ മാർക്ക് കിട്ടിയാലും ആ ഭാഷ കൊണ്ട് യാതൊരു ഗുണമില്ല. അതുകൊണ്ട് വിദ്യാഭ്യാസ വകുപ്പിനോടും വിദ്യാഭ്യാസ മന്ത്രിയോടും സ്കൂൾ തലത്തിലുള്ള ഹെഡ് മാസ്റ്റർമാരോടും എല്ലാവരോടുള്ള അഭ്യർത്ഥനയാണ്, നിങ്ങൾ കുട്ടികളുടെ സമയം 10-12 വർഷം വേസ്റ്റ് ചെയ്യാതെ ഒരു ഭാഷ പഠിപ്പിക്കുന്നെങ്കിൽ അത് സംസാരിക്കാനാണ് പഠിപ്പിക്കുക. ബാക്കിയെല്ലാം പിന്നീട് ആയിക്കോട്ടെ.
Okay. I think there was a good message. There was a good message in the video, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
So that is the importance of speaking.
लता जी, मैं आपसे एक और सवाल पूछना चाहूंगी मुहावरे के बारे में. जब हम लोग मुहावरे जो प्रश्न पत्र में देते हैं तो बहुत से बच्चों को मतलब मुहावरे ठीक से बता नहीं पाते हैं. यानी हम रिक्त स्थानों की पूर्ति कीजिए या अर्थ लिखिए जो बोलते हैं, तो उसमें हम कैसे बच्चों को बताएंगे कि उसे कैसे हम लोगों को पहचानना है, कौन सा मुहावरा कैसे लिखा जाता है? आप जरा बता सकती हैं?
मुहावरों का प्रॉब्लम सिर्फ हमारे नहीं, जो नॉर्थ इंडियंस है उनका भी यही प्रॉब्लम है. जो टीचर्स बैंगलोर दिल्ली से आते हैं वे भी यही प्रॉब्लम बता देते हैं. लेकिन हम क्या कर सकते हैं, तो लेसन पार्ट में जो मुहावरा दिया गया है उन पर ज्यादा ध्यान देना है. पार्ट पर आधारित मुहावरों पर ध्यान देना है और उनको बता देना, इसका अर्थ सीखना है. वही है और दूसरा कोई वही है, एक ही रास्ता वही है.
अधिकतर बच्चों का ना ये मुहावरे में नंबर चले जाते हैं. 4 मार्क जब मुहावरे होते हैं तो किसी के अंदर चारों के चारों नंबर चले जाते हैं. इस हिसाब से
वो ठीक है. सीबीएसई से कई बार ये बताया भी है, लेकिन वैसा ही है. सिर्फ हमारे बच्चों का नहीं है, सभी का यही प्रॉब्लम है.
जी अच्छा.
हम सिर्फ इतना ही कर सकते हैं ना, जो मुहावरे बड़े भाई साहब में कितने ही मुहावरे हैं उनको बता देना है, पाठ पढ़ कर मुहावरा सीखना है.
हाँ, बड़े भाई साहब में मेरे ख्याल से बड़े भाई साहब में लगभग बहुत से हैं मुहावरे जो हैं कि जो साधारण हम इस्तेमाल करते हैं। और जो दूसरा पार्ट है उसमें बहुत कम मुहावरे दिया गया है।
और इस बार तो वो ऑप्शंस तो दिया होगा, उसमें से ढूंढना है, वो ज्यादा इजी है।
हाँ,
लेकिन
है। लेकिन
ऑप्शन का जो चार ऑप्शन है उसका उनका वो शब्दार्थ भी जानना है ना, उसका
जानना है शब्दार्थ जानना है। ऐसा स्थानों पर पहले ऐसा नहीं था, बच्चे अपने आप लिखना था ना।
मुहावरे के दो मुहावरे का 2 अंक था, अब वो 4 में बदल दिया ना, पिछले साल वो 4 हो गया।
अब 4 है, अब 4 है।
नहीं, अभी तो सभी कुछ 4-4 अंक के हैं मेरे ख्याल से।
सभी है
4 अंकों का दिया गया है।
सबका 4 है।
मुहावरे में बच्चे एक तो बोलते हैं ना, वो बहुत कंफ्यूज हो जाते हैं। कभी कभी 2 मुहावरे होते हैं और वो वाक्य के अनुसार उनके जो अर्थ होता है वो बदल जाता है। तो उस समय मैंने तो बच्चों को उतना, जो मेरे बच्चे हैं उनको मैंने बताया है कि तुमको इस तरह से वो करना है, लेकिन फिर भी वो पूछते हैं कि मिस हम लोग कैसे इसको मतलब मुहावरे को ठीक तरह से, हम लोग को कोई भी एक आइडिया है जो दे दीजिए जो जिससे कि हमारे नंबर ना कट जाए। तो
प्रैक्टिस
करना है। हाँ, तो मैंने उनको बता तो दिया है कि प्रैक्टिस ही प्रैक्टिस है, और जो किताब में जितने भी मुहावरे आते हैं उसे आपको ध्यान में रखना है, अर्थ उसको पढ़ना है, और वाक्यों के अनुसार, यानी जो एक वाक्य मिला है तो उसको उसी के अनुसार, यानी वाक्य के अर्थ को समझकर उस मुहावरे को यदि आप उसको लिखोगे तो शायद गलत ना हो। तो इस हिसाब से जो बताया वो ठीक है ना?
ठीक है, आप जो कर रही है ना वही ठीक है, वैसा ही करना है।
जी अच्छा, धन्यवाद।
Anything else? I think the teachers can switch on the video. Sir, Ashraf sir?
Yeah, they can. So no one did that side.
मैं सिर्फ लेटर्स ही देखती हूँ।
So now, ma'am, your video is in off mode.
My video is off. Okay.
Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me, ma'am. This time is the certificate.
Certificate मिलता है।
Yeah, actually, sir, you please.
Linguity ले लो, ma'am.
मिल जाएगा।
Linguity ले लो.
You will get it.
So you can see one Google form in chat box. That is your attendance sheet. So please fill in the attendance sheet. Then you will get e-certificate into your mail. Okay. So I think everybody could see that attendance sheet in chat box in call messages.
Yes.
So
Before that, if you have any doubts, you can clear it now.
मैम, मुझे एक डाउट है। वो मैंने एक प्रश्न देखा, उसमें ये पूछा गया था कि बहुव्रीहि समास का बहुव्रीहि समास का उदाहरण लिखिए। तो और उसमें ये वर्ड्स दिए गए हैं कि वीणा पानी दिया है और महादेव दिया है, और दो शब्द ऐसे हैं कि उसमें कोई डाउट नहीं होगा, लेकिन ये महादेव और वीणा पानी दे के बहुव्रीहि समास का उदाहरण लिखने के लिए बताया है। तो महादेव भी बहुव्रीहि समास में आता है ना?
नहीं, अब उधर प्रॉब्लम ये है कि ना आपका क्वेश्चन क्लियर नहीं है।
मैंने कहा कि बहुव्रीहि समास का उदाहरण किसमें बहुव्रीहि समास है?
आप क्वेश्चन इस प्रकार देना है ना, उसका विग्रह करके देना है।
नहीं, वो तो हम लोग करते हैं ना। देखो, मैंने एक प्रश्न ऐसे एग्जाम्पल रेफरेंस बुक में देखा कि वहां पे दिया है महात्मा दिया है और वीणा पानी दिया है। तो महात्मा तो दोनों में आता है ना, तो हमें कौन सा उत्तर लिखने में?
पानी भी दोनों में आता है। वीणा है जिसके पानी में है वो बहुव्रीहि आता है, तो 2 आंसर्स आता है उसके लिए।
वीणा पानी में भी 2 आंसर आता है?
नहीं, वीणा पानी 2 तरह, वीणा पानी बहुव्रीहि लिख सकता है।
लेकिन अगर महात्मा देकर अगर उनमें ब्रैकेट में तो नहीं दिया है, ऐसे तो हमको ये भी
वही
मालूम
मैंने बताया है, वहाँ क्वेश्चन क्लियर नहीं है। महात्मा के लिए आप कैसे विग्रह कर सकता है? महान है जो आत्मा, महान है जिसका आत्मा, वो भी हो सकता है। ठीक है, वीणा पानी। तो दो तरह इसका विग्रह किया जा सकता है। तो जब आप क्वेश्चन देता है, ऐसा क्वेश्चन नहीं देना चाहिए, क्लियर क्वेश्चन देना है।
ओके, नहीं वो तो है। मैंने एक प्रश्न पत्र में देखा तो मुझे कंफ्यूजन हो गया, तो बच्चों को
वही मैंने बता दिया। हाँ, प्रश्न पत्र में ऐसे आता है, तो जब हम बच्चों को देता है ना, उसको एक बार रिव्यू करके फिर
रिव्यू करके। तो मैंने बता दिया बच्चों से। नो, उनसे प्रश्न ऐसा है कि टीचर ऐसा आए तो हम लोग हमें क्या करना है।
So in CBSE question paper, you will not be having such confusion.
Okay,
So when you take question paper, please go through the review it and then give it to the children.
Okay.
Was it effective, teachers?
Very much, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am. We had doubt in the वो ना 10 marks का, उसमें तो थोड़ा वो confusion था। अब तो वो ठीक हो गया।
ठीक हो गया।
Thank you.
Yeah, Lada ma'am, fantastic, fabulous work. So hats off on behalf of Sahodaya, Confederation of Kerala Sahodaya Complex. So any one of this teacher who want to share, one or two teachers can share your feedback. So that's the time for that. Any one or two teachers.
Thank you, Ashraf sir.
Okay, right. So it's going to be shared. Anyone want to share anything here?
लता मैम नमस्ते, मैं संगीता फार्मेका विद्या मंदिर से बोल रही हूँ। आपके क्लासेस मैंने बहुत सारे अटेंड किए हैं, बहुत अच्छा क्लास रहा। जो कुछ शंकाएं थी वे सब दूर रही। आपका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद मैम। थैंक यू।
Thank you, Sangeeta.
Then any other? One more teacher.
हेलो,
क्या?
मैंने अभी बताया था कि वो 10 मार्क का जो हमें डाउट था वो सब क्लियर हो गया। बहुत अच्छी तरह से आपने इस जो भी मार्क के अंक हैं और ये प्रश्न को कैसे देना है वो सब आपने बहुत अच्छी तरह से बता दिया मैम। जो भी एक डेढ़ घंटा कैसे चला गया किसी को मालूम नहीं पड़ रहा है। बहुत अच्छा था।
Thank you. क्या मैं बोलूं?
Yeah, Reena ma'am, of course.
मैं बहुत दुखी हूँ क्योंकि मुझे आपका जो शुरू से है क्लास अटेंड नहीं कर पाई क्योंकि हमारे स्कूल में मीटिंग था, तो इसलिए। लेकिन जो भी मैंने आपसे सीखा, जो भी मैंने आपसे पूछा, इतने अच्छी तरह से आपने बताया। जो भी डाउट्स, जब भी कोई शंका मुझ में आई जो कि मेरे से बच्चों ने पूछा है, तो मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा कि मुझे मतलब इतना अच्छा क्लास जो मुझे आज मिला है। तो मैं आपकी बहुत आभारी हूँ, शुक्रगुजार हूँ। धन्यवाद मैम।
ഹലോ മാം ഒരു കാര്യം പറയാനുണ്ട്. 9th ക്ലാസ്സിലും ഇതുപോലെ ഒരു കാര്യങ്ങൾ ഒന്ന് ഡീറ്റെയിൽ ആയിട്ട് പറഞ്ഞു തന്നാൽ ഉപകാരമായിരിക്കും. 9th ക്ലാസ് ബുക്സും ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ പേപ്പർ റിലേറ്റഡും ആയിക്കൊണ്ട്.
Confederation of Sahodaya will take it up.
Yeah, in the next session we will think about that.
Okay, thank you. So now that exam is going to start, so before itself please arrange that one, okay? Don't forget that last time also 10th and also 10th, so if it arranging one program for 9th is best for us. Okay ma'am, thank you.
Thank you ma'am, bye bye.
Okay, so let's wind up the session with the official vote of thanks. So Lada ma'am, you did very great job. On behalf of Confederation, I would like to extend my sincere gratitude to you and all the participants. Let me invite
and before that, I thank all the teachers for the wonderful participation and special thanks to Ashraf sir.
Okay, thank you ma'am. Let me invite Chitra, a PRT of Salahuddin Ayyub English School, to express vote of thanks. Chitra ma'am, please. Not audible, ma'am. Okay. Now it's okay, clear.
Good afternoon, all. I feel much honored and privileged having an opportunity to propose a vote of thanks on this day, Secondary Teachers Training Program. I, on the behalf of Confederation of Kerala Sahodaya Complexes, would like to thank our Chief Trainer, Leda Unnikrishnan, SSCT Resource Person and Head Examiner, AISSE, and have more than 13 years experience in her teaching field, for gracing her important work and sharing with us important her findings and opinions today. And also, I extend my heartfelt thanks for all the participants for their enormous cooperation. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Okay, meeting is going to end. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
Okay, bye. Thank you.